Good morning.
Morning.
It's Sunday, April 27th.
Yeah.
And we was looking at our schedule and figured out that we're not sure where Beth is finding the time to necessarily do all of her homework, with some of it being unknown how complex it is.
Yeah.
So we skipped church.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just start with breakfast and then go home, and she's gonna get to work and do homework.
Yeah.
So, not as fun.
No.
But education is important.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start the day and we're gonna head to the shack.
Fun.
Help Nina have a productive day and help Anne be productive during time too. Amen.
Amen. And so Beth got French toast sticks, mostly. Some French toast halves.
Some French toast opposites.
I've got Big A burrito. It's deliberately messy. Splat. But when we watch Sorted, we see them do that on purpose when they're doing plating of stuff. It's fancy. And we had a fun breakfast and got to talk some D&D. But now we're home and Beth's getting started on homework. Trying to get it done as early as she can. I'm gonna come get things done out here. I don't know if maybe reset up for more unboxings, or maybe I just edit. I filmed a bunch of unboxings, so I don't know. But I'll get things done, let her focus on her homework. And a few hours later, I got a video edited, and then I set things up and filmed some unboxings. I unboxed Disney Lorcana. So I got, we got both of the new Archazia's Island sets. So I got both those open. And also I've had one of the old first chapter decks that I was able to pick up, long after the set came out, sitting on the shelf for months. So I was like, I should just open that. And I could just do more because Beth is still doing homework, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna tidy things up here. Probably get her work stuff set back up so we don't have to think about that. Try and accomplish some other things around here. I have, D&D stuff I can do on the computer, or I got some thoughts about, I have a few things in here I want to rearrange on shelves, and I might do one of them. Start doing some work towards getting things rearranged. So I had just lots of decor in one area, and then I had books really much too high to ever reach them. So after taking some time to start typing up some D&D stuff, notes that I made over Easter, I went and I moved things around. So all the books up there come down, and then lots of decor from a few different areas has gone up there. Some things have moved around. Some things have just been stashed because I'm planning to get some more of the stuff on the shelves that I don't care to have access to put into storage. And then I've moved, and I have another shelf now for books or boxes or whatever. It's not quite its final form as I move things around, but at the very least I've got things up there and a new little decor shelf up in the corner where I don't need to access the stuff. It can just be, oh, it's way up there, it's pretty fun. The decor shelf that's already up there needs to be cleared off. Half the things in the back half are like falling over. Because that was put there like when quickly moving back in from the flood. Everything dusted and put back. There's a few minis for D&D that are up there that probably should be moved to be accessible for minis. But that will be another day, because if you haven't noticed, Beth's sitting in here. What is she sitting in here for? Why aren't you in there doing homework? You finished your homework? You's done?
It's done for this week.
Well, yeah. But yeah, so I've done a little rearranging, and it's an ongoing process, but I have lots of books, and also more and more board games are going onto shelves that I'm like, no, I'd rather move all decor things further up. Yeah, so slowly working on that.
Yeah.
And now he's either, I don't know if he's gonna go get food or play games or...
He's gonna do something.
Yeah, we do something. I spend some time with my wife. She's too cute to ignore. And so he's decided that, you know, having accomplished homework much earlier than was feared, that we deserve a fun fancy dinner. So he's gonna go get Poof Chang's.
The horse place.
The horse place. We's eating horse?
No.
I don't eat horse. And we've got fun fancy appetizers. We've got dumplings.
Yeah.
And no sooner had we finished our appetizer than our meal was here.
Yeah.
Which was really fast, but also there's like almost nobody here. So they just focused on us because we're the most important.
Exactly.
So we've had food, and while we were sitting there having some good food, thank you, we were like, hey, we're going grocery shopping after this, but maybe before doing our actual grocery shopping, we do Chaos Global Foods Market. We're gonna try and get some spices to maybe this week, but probably future weeks, be able to make some other things. So, yeah. So it's taken us a bit. We came looking for spices. Spices are in bags. Once we figured out spices are in bags, that helps. Yes, we can get some extra hot. We might have to balance how much of it we get, but
I know I don't see a small
the
one
idea
of that one, so let's just get a big one.
Okay. The idea is eventually we would like to try making our own, you know, butter chicken, etc.
Yeah.
But we also we picked up at one point like some jars of like pre-made butter chicken, tikka masala. But we're like, she likes spicy.
I need more hot.
Yeah, so we want. I was like, let's make sure we have spices so we can adjust the heat.
Yeah.
So $40, bunch of spices, a small thing of rice, and a couple sauces. Very chaos, but it should leave with some interesting options that we can do like over the next month or whatever.
Yeah.
Trying some stuff out.
I feel like there's a lot of spice that we got, so we really have to.
Yeah, a lot of them, like to get the spices, they're big containers of spices. Yeah. And of course, you know, fun fancy grocery stores, fun and fancy, but we do also still have to get like normal food for the week. So, extra grocery store. Oops, more groceries. And once home from our multiple grocery trips,
Yeah, we had a lot of groceries good.
we were like, time for board games. And learned Finspan.
Finspan!
Which is basically a bit easy, whereas Wormspan is a more complicated wingspan, Finspan is a simpler wingspan, basically. Based on fish. And oh, look at all the fish we've got. It's got so much fish. Yours is chaotic across the board. I ended up with mine, literally everything except the bottom row has fish.
Well, I had some things I wanted to be in the bottom row, so I just focused on it.
Yeah, no, is good. I just didn't get there. And you got 106 points. I got 108. I beat you by 2 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of concerned because you had cards really early on that got you a lot of fish out, and I was like, oh.
No, like on my first turn, did I, or like really early on, maybe second turn, I in that one play fish, I got to play 3 fish.
It was a lot. It was a bit overpowered.
It like emptied my hand out, but it comboed well. I was like, yes.
Yeah. And I did a lot of game end things where you didn't have any of that.
I had no game end things.
I had a lot of those, and that helped out a lot, I think.
Yeah. I had, like, the reason my bottom row doesn't fall is I had trouble getting any fish that could go in the midnight zone.
I had quite a few.
And some of them that could go there that you didn't even put there. They could go wherever, so you put them elsewhere. And yeah, I just was like, I'm only getting, for so long, I was only getting daylight zone fish, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I also wanted to get these things. So I was trying to, early on, get something
a fish in each, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you like it?
It's definitely a different dynamics, but I think I got it towards the end. It always takes me a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But
something support, for example, the fact that you get 6 turns every week that we go by. Yeah. So, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
With the timer still running and one more flip left, we have won our first game of Pandemic Rapid Response. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay, so one thing that I definitely learned with it is you frequently can do more stuff, but you pass turns because you've done enough of what you've thought, and you're out of rerolls for what you've thought, and you're like, I need a moment to think. You go ahead and go while I can think.
Yeah.
Trying to tell each other, like, here's what, keep each other up on what things we still need.
You only were the one that was watching the timer. I literally couldn't see. It was a blind spot for me. It's closer to me, and I...
Yeah.
No.
Well, actually, that might be part of the reason why, is because it's in my whole view when I look up at the board as a whole. Did you have fun?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. No, it was exciting, and it was quick.
It's so stressful. It's not a calm game. Like, we get stressed in normal pandemic.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We get stressed in normal pandemic.
It's like there's a rules reference card. You can
Exactly.
reference it before you start the game.
But you cannot reference it.
No,
during
you
the
just
game.
have to know.
I also think, yeah, I guess you have as many actions as you have dice. There were definitely times where I'm like, I don't know
Or
if I
if you want to activate a room, because activating a room doesn't use a dice.
Right. Yeah. No, it just like, I'm like, I don't, it's just, yeah. It was so much. It was so much.
Yep. It was fun, and it was fast, and...
There were definitely times where I'm like, am I
And we
doing
won.
too many actions? Yeah, no, we won.
Well, no, you especially got to do a lot because you got to re-roll the extra times.
I just got to reroll.
Although I feel
so
like
much.
my planes are wild cards.
was so clutch.
Yeah.
I honestly think we got two really good characters right away.
It did tell us to take out 3 of the options and only choose between 4. So it might for our starting game kind of thing. So that might have been a deliberate thing.
But still.
Yeah. But yeah, we won.
We
Good for
won.
us.
We're so good at this game.
Yeah.
We're gonna up the difficulty and then immediately lose.
Not yet.
No. This one's gonna be exciting at this level for a while.
Yeah. And we got Atlanta, which is the one that needs 5.
Yeah, all 5 of them. You're like, this is
Okay.
the hardest one. I'm like, oh, that's a jerk move.
So, one thing that I do wish is that there were little stickers to put on the cubes that had the symbols. Because the first aid and the food are very similar to me.
Yeah, with your red-green color deficiency. Yeah.
Yep. Otherwise, yeah.
It's fine. They're different to me. Very easily. I see colors properly, though. As always. I love you.
Love you too.
And your cute eyes.
We won again. This time, almost as the timer ran out, but with 2 more flips remaining. Or I guess technically would have been 3, because we just discovered another.
My brain can't handle more of this.
Okay, yeah, we played a couple of them. We found a great way to do it. So I went up to the Pandemic Legacy game that we don't use, Season 1, and I grabbed 4 of the red cubes that are like the smaller, clear red cubes from it, and we're using those as first aid instead of the red cubes that are with it that look exactly like the brown?
Green
cubes that are the food.
My dice are green, too.
Yeah. But we're gonna call it a night now and go lay down, let our heart rates calm down from this rapid response that we've been doing. But that was fun.
Yeah. I will just say I don't know if they're ever gonna see this, but their color scheme so difficult for people with the color deficiency. It's so hard. Like, this one's particularly bad. Like, they've always been bad about their player characters.
But it's easy enough to just use a different one.
To just use different, right? And the issue has never been the plastic never matches the card color, which is also frustrating. But this one is just like the pastels. Really?
They're all different from whatever. All like the weird marbled look.
They're
on
right. The
thing.
marble look on them, like
It's pretty. Yeah.
it's very pretty. But you know, when you're seeing browns and grays versus the cute pastel red and green, it's like, it just sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, We got to play some board games, which is fun. We weren't sure we
Yeah.
were going to because we weren't sure how long your homework was going to take, but you
Yeah.
got it done. And then we still got to have a fun evening, go get
Yeah.
all our groceries, and still had time for board games.
We even explored a new grocery store.
Yeah, it's a pretty good day.
Pretty good day.
Pretty good day.
Pretty good day.
Thank you for joining us. Join us as our journey continues. Bye.
Bye.